So I just got done listening to Eminem's new album Revival on Spotify. Everybody at Interscope needs to be fired. I promise you. This is... Who the fuck thought this was a good idea to release this album the way it is? Before I get into my critiquing of the album, there are songs on here that I like. Tragic Endings, Framed, Heat. I like the hook on Offended. I kinda like In Your Head. Castle, which to me was the best song on the album, and A Rose. Castle was really, really good. That sounded like the old Eminem. Everything else is trash. Get it out of here. I got some bullet points I'm going to talk about. First of all, this album sounds forced. It sounds like somebody pushed Eminem to put an album out, and he was like, okay. There's too much conscious rap. Like, Eminem's really trying to be conscious on this album. That's not you. What the fuck are you doing? Seriously. I don't get it. I really don't. Also, on this album, he's trying, like, I can hear it. You're trying too hard to be super lyrical and trying to top Rap God. Cut it out. Please cut it out. It's like, it was really hard to listen to this album. It really was. I'm sitting here, just like, what do I do? What do I do about this? Now, we had this problem on Relapse. Relapse, he recorded the whole album in some weird Arabian type accent for some reason. On this album, Eminem, who has come out to say that he is very frustrated with mumble rap, is using the same flow as the mumble rappers. The choppy, start-stop type shit needs to end. Knock it off. What the fuck? Most of the album, he rapped in the same flow as he did on BET with the Trump freestyle. I don't have a problem with the Trump freestyle. I have a problem with that flow being used on a studio album. An Eminem album. No. Another thing. The production is terrible. The beats on this album were absolutely horrible. Who the fuck picked those beats? Please tell me you didn't produce any of them. I haven't gotten to read the album credits yet to see who actually did what. But I pray to fucking God Marshall Mathers' name is not on any of those beats. Speaking of beats, I'm gonna say this. This whole Rick Rubin fetish needs to fucking stop as well. Okay? It was cool on Marshall Mathers' LP too. You know, going back to the 80s and the 90s and remixing it. Stop it. Please stop it. What you need to do, if Eminem ever sees this video, I hope it pisses him the fuck off. What you need to do is go back to the Bass Brothers and get that sound back. The Eminem Show and the Marshall Mathers LP 1, that's what we want to hear. Maybe some of the Slim Shady LP. That's what we want to hear from you. But you're not giving it to us. You're off doing this fucking weird shit. Recovery was cool. But this is... Revival? No, motherfucker. I think you just tarnished your fucking legacy is what I think. Honestly. too many chorus features, too many hook features. We know you can do your own hooks. But for some reason, I can't even count right now how many tracks didn't have a feature on them. Not many. There are way too many features on this album. And side note, people are saying 2 Chainz dodged a bullet being taken off this album. I agree. That song was horrible. Random subject matter doesn't make sense. Dude, throughout the whole album you were bouncing back and forth. The subject is like, where are you going with this? Where are you going with this album? Like, it doesn't make sense. None of this makes sense at all. And I'm kind of freestyling this video. I just fucking listened to the whole thing from start to finish. From the terrible, stupid Beyonce, woe is me, I don't know if I can top this song, all the way down. Dude, you got a lot of work to do. If you are planning on releasing a 10th studio album, you have a lot of fucking ground to cover. Because this is a major disappointment. This is terrible. Like I said, people up at Interscope need to be fucking fired for releasing this shit. I don't know who the fuck told you this album was good. It's not. I gave it 1 spin on Spotify, and aside from the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 songs, and 2 that I'm like, eh. Aside from these songs, I'm probably never gonna play this album in its entirety ever again. Never say never, but motherfucker, not likely. This is terrible. If I were to rate this on a 5, it'd be a 2. Honestly. I'm so... Fuck it. What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? You know? This is bad. This is really, really bad. I liked Encore. I kind of like Relapse. I'm gonna go out and say that this is your worst album ever. This is terrible. Terrible, terrible. I'm gonna really piss you off and do a Trump impersonation. This album is so bad. It's so terrible. So terrible. That's all I really got to say. If you guys want to discuss this in the comments, go ahead. If you want to bury me for this shit, if you want to praise me for this video, I don't fucking care. This is my opinion. Revival, thumbs down. Eminem, you got a lot of ground to cover, buddy. A lot of ground to cover. Later.